Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I'm here with Scraplift Crafternoon, where a group of my friends and I get together, we find an inspirational layout, and then we scraplift it. So this week we are using this one by Stephanie Louise, and that is her Instagram, and that will be linked below. And this super bright and happy layout. And those are the perfect words to describe my friend Kathy. So that is why I have picked her selfie from our retreat to do this week. And this is a little card she gave me and some other goodies she gave me, and all the other scrappy ladies at our retreat. So I thought I'd use as many of these things on my layout of her as I can. So I am definitely going to put some ink through that stencil and use some stars and a little bit of this paper, and even some of that double-sided tape on my layout. So based on the colors in this card, I decided I was going to use my Buenos Dias by Obed Marshall, as well as some of the Especial by Obed Marshall, because those two collections go really well together. They have a lot of very similar colors, and so I thought that I would pull from that. So I've got some embellishments, some stickers, some puffies, lots of papers and scraps. I'm going to use that pink as my background instead of the white she uses. And I'm going to try and get some of this stuff something off of each sheet. That's the goal, because I really want to try and get this stuff used up. I have a lot of Obed Marshall stuff. So I've got stickers, and chipboard. So I have, I'm determined to get some stuff used up. So I've got my papers, lots of embellishments. I have my mixed media and my goodies from my friend Kathy and this cute picture of us and this awesome layout. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to start with that pink paper. I'm going to take salvage patina through the stencil that Kathy gave me, and I'm go through and do the stripy bits, kind of light, not pushing down too hard. And then I'm going to kind of grind that blending brush in a few places to give it a little more juice. And most of that is going to get covered, and I knew it would because I'm using a pretty big picture. So then I turn this to where if I had gone back over what I wanted, and I did a little, it makes a little grid pattern and pushed through a little extra ink towards the top as well so that you would see some of that. And then I just start adding little bits and pieces of papers. I'm using this yellow floral, which I'm almost positive this comes from the Especial collection. It may even come from Fantastico, but I think it's Especial. And I just put that on there, and then I just start looking for different papers that I like and use bits and pieces, because it's all going to be kind of tucked and peeking out here and there. That was a scrap. That strip at the top was a scrap left over from one of the papers in the paper pad. And so I'm just kind of going to town. I have thick matted my picture. I did trim it down. It's a 4x5 and probably an 1/8. But I gave it a thick border. And then I also matted on that same floral paper the card that Kathy made for me. And while I will have to pull the entire layout out of its sheet or out of the protector to read the card, I'm okay with that. I could have put it up to the top, but since I'm using this layout as my inspiration, that would not have really fit. I guess, well, I like it the way it is. And if I really, really want to know what it says, I could take a picture of the card before I put it in its thing, and I could put that somewhere where in like a pocket and that I could pull out, and that would be perfectly fine too. So I'm not using those tags to write on, and I am going to cover the tag holes, so don't worry. And I am going to add another one. I love this little camera paper. It was a little L-shaped scrap, and I got it in all 3 clusters, and that makes me happy. And I did add another tag right there above the picture. And I cut that little love this out of a little 6x8. And I wanted to get that on here kind of as my title. And then I pulled those little papers that my sweet friend gave me, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anything. It's called Sweetness Material Paper. And it's a bunch of little blue papers. They're very thin, which is great, especially if you're doing layers, because then it doesn't, make this layout any thicker. So I made sure to add that to all 3 of my clusters, a couple of different pieces of that. And I love that. It adds a little bit of a different color, but it goes well enough with like that camera paper, the blue in it. So it's perfectly fine. And like I said, my friend Kathy gave those to me, so I wanted to use them on the layout with her picture. And also I'm going to use some of the stars she gave me. I'm going to ink those up. And I did not do it on camera. I knew that I was partially out of shot, but I thought it would be kind of seen, but yeah, no. And I literally do the laziest thing ever. And instead of getting like a paintbrush or a watercolor brush or something lovely like that, I literally take the star and put it down in the ink pad and push on it until it gives me enough coverage on the star. You may see me do a little bit of that in the very bottom middle of my video. So yeah. Y'all, totally lazy. I know. But it works. It does the trick. And my fingers are not completely, inked up. So it's fine. I do, I think 3 or 4 in one color and 3 or 4 in another in the pink. And the colors I'm using are Salvaged Patina and Kitsch Flamingo, because I felt like those were the 2 that were the closest match from what I own to the card that my sweet friend made for me. And I'm definitely bringing in the teals and the pinks with the cameras and the little film. I believe the film is from Especial and the camera is from Buenos Dias, like those 2 acrylics, because I feel like that is how the like the embellishments kind of match up with that. So like I said, they cooperate very well together. Fantastico also will go and blend, but it has some darker, like, not dark, because he doesn't usually do a whole lot of dark stuff, but he has like some more closer to red than pink colors and a darker, deeper blue. So it still works together, but not the colors and the theme I was looking for here. So I just stuck with the Especial and the Buenos Dias. So I brought in lots and lots of stars. Most of those are the wood grain stars or the wood veneer stars that Kathy gave me, except for a couple of stickers and a couple of acrylics. And then I think there's 2 puffies, the yellow in the top right corner, and there's an orange toward the bottom. And then instead of doing like a journaling bit underneath the picture, I just used a bunch of the wordy bits that say things like documenting, family, sunshine, yes, love it, some hearts, and then up at the top says today. I mostly stuck with gold because that is what the Buenos Dias collection uses. I do believe that oh no, the one today up at the top is gold as well. It just looks silver right now on the camera or in the video. And then I wanted to add these cute little glasses because both of us have glasses on. And yesterday I did a layout with the scrapbooking the day away sketch for the week, and I added a little pair of glasses for me and my friend Sarah because we also both wear glasses, and I just think it's really cute. So here is her layout again. So cute, so pretty. I love all those bold colors, but these lighter, more pastels were going to work for me today with my friend Kathy's picture. I hope you will go check out all the beautiful ladies who I scrapbook with on Scraplift Crafternoon. They will be on the playlist linked below. And also, most definitely go check out Stephanie over on Instagram. Her information will also be below. And if you're looking for a scrappy home, you can always go to Scrapbooking with Anne Marie. The link will be below. And that is where I met all these other scrappy lovelies. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping!